Spending time in any city can be one of the most effective ways to tap into that country's culture. Whether it's a whirlwind weekend or a fortnight of getting to know a new neighborhood, city breaks offer a full-bodied, in-at-the-deep-end immersion that beach resorts and remote country hotels seldom can. So we've broken down some of the latest data on the cheapest city breaks in Europe for 2023, from a coastal cosmopolis to a snow-capped ski city. 10 Bavaria, Germany. For a storybook-worthy vacation in Europe, head straight to Bavaria. Book a room at Burg Kolmberg, a 14th-century castle rising from a rocky crag above a tiny village. It offers an eclectic collection of rooms tucked throughout a warren of crooked hallways, hidden staircases, and cozy sitting nooks. Be sure to visit the postcard-perfect Neuschwanstein Castle, resplendently perched atop a mountain, and take the time to tour Hohenschwangau, the castle in which Mad King Ludwig I lived. 9 Puglia, Italy. The iconic architecture of Puglia, the heel of Italy's boot, is the prehistoric Trullo, a cylindrical whitewashed house with a cone-shaped roof of stacked gray stones. There's no greater concentration of Trulli than in the UNESCO-protected town of Alberobello, where whole neighborhoods are made of the structures, and the local entrepreneur behind Trullidia has fixed up dozens of the abandoned ones and rents them to visitors. 8 Budapest, Hungary. The capital of Hungary, Budapest offers all the charm of more popular European destinations for a fraction of the price. The Hungarian Parliament building and Fisherman's Bastion are just a couple of the picture-perfect attractions you'll spot in the city, and you'll find lots of affordable accommodations, meals, and nightlife too. 7 Andalusia, Spain. Take a break from sizzling on the crowded Costa del Sol beaches for a self-guided driving tour along the route of the Pueblos Blancos. This string of clifftop, whitewashed villages stretches from the Moorish town of Arcos de la Frontera through the Sierra de Grazalema to Ronda, a maze of medieval streets perched above a 500-foot gorge. 6 Berlin, Germany. Berlin has a Cold War mystique, contemporary architecture, and booming gallery and restaurant scenes. With its cosmopolitan East meets West edginess, it's no wonder the city has become a cultural capital of Central Europe. It's a destination that continues to attract creative types and in-the-know travelers. 5 Bath and the Cotswolds, England. The charming villages of the Cotswolds look like they're straight out of a fairy tale. Chipping Campden, Stow-on-the-Wold, and Bourton-on-the-Water are among the prettiest. There are inns and pubs sprinkled throughout the little towns, but we'd suggest staying in Bath, a quaint city dating back to the Roman era, for its variety of accommodations. 4 Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul's major state-run museums may charge hefty admissions, but the Great Palace Mosaic Museum, just behind the Blue Mosque adjacent to the Arasta Bazaar, costs only 60 Turkish lira. That's about $4. These delightful mosaic scenes of hunts, myths, animal battles, and everyday life in antiquity. Boys riding a camel, a man milking his goat, once covered the floor of a large courtyard of the Palatium Magnum, the great palace built between the time of Constantine the Great himself and Justinian I, 4th to early 6th centuries. 3 Ljubljana, Slovenia. Take a tour of the architectural masterworks of prodigious local talent Jos Plečnik, who took the secessionist Art Nouveau style he learned in Vienna back home, via Prague, to remake his native city along his own idiosyncratic lines. Like Gaudi in Barcelona, Plečnik designed his buildings right down to the smallest fittings, like the Pegasus door handles on the entrance to the National and University Library. 2 The Dalmatian coast, Croatia. Skip the overexposed island of Hvar for the walled medieval village on the Adriatic island of Korčula, purported home to Marco Polo. Korčula is more of a day trip destination, and that means the tourist crowds thin considerably by sundown, leaving those who remain to relax in the cafes and stroll the narrow alleys. 1 Porto, Portugal. Portugal's northern city of Porto is among Travel Plus leisure readers' favorite European cities, and once you visit, you'll see why. In Porto, visitors can admire the Art Deco architecture, sip port wine, and explore the walkable city on foot without going over budget. Plus, a day trip to the Douro Valley, a picturesque vineyard region along the Douro River, is worth the trek. Which destination caught your eye? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more travel tips and destination guides. Safe travels, and see you in the next video.